You can see that. So today we're going to start with a spiral. And with this, we're going to do the front and the back the same. And I've always found that with working with spirals that the back side always turns out better than the front side when it comes to doing your twist. So I've got the shirt backwards. This is actually the back of the shirt, not the front. So first thing you want to do, after you've soaked it in your soda ash, it's still damp, pick where you want your spiral, the center piece of your spiral. Do you want it up here in the center? Do you want to do two? Whichever. But we're going to start with just one, simple one. And we're going to do it kind of off center a little bit. And some people use little clamps, your surgical clamps, or a laundry clothespin, something like that. I just use my fingers. It works just fine. So figure where you want your center of your spiral, and you give it a pinch. And then you do, just like I said, you just twist it, like so. You want to kind of keep your gathers together there. And just twist it, and twist it. It might be a little easier if you gather it a little bit and kind of move it along the spiral some. Let's move it back down here so you can see. Okay. And get some folds in here and make it easier. And you pinch it and you just keep twisting it. And you can just kind of push it around. Get some good gathers in there. You don't want it too sloppy. Twist it around. Okay. There we have that. And then let's get some rubber bands on there just to hold it kind of firm. They don't have to be tight. Well, tight enough to hold it, but not too tight. You want it to hold your ends in so you don't got tails flying off. And you don't have to use your rubber bands for pattern landmarks, I guess is what I would call it. You don't have to have your ink stop where the rubber band stops or your color stop. It's all up to you where you put your ink and your patterns. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to put one more here just to hold that one in there. Okay, so now that kind of a little mess of a spiral, but that's actually the back. That's your front. So let's go get some. Okay, so now we're going to start with our pattern for spirals, which you want to do mostly is triangles. I'm going to make this one kind of fiery, looking. So we're going to use oranges and yellows and a little bit of red. Don't like to use a whole lot of red because of the way it bleeds, but so we're going to make our main color is going to be yellow. Let's use the red just for the kind of the outline highlight here. So I'm just going to make a triangle here with my red. That's supposed to be a triangle. We'll make a triangle that way. And you can section them any way you want. A lot of people just do them in quarters or thirds. You can do them with patterns. You can do it, like I said, you can do it any way you want. And we'll use a little bit lighter red. It's kind of an orangey red. And it's leaking. Oh, darn it. I didn't put my plastic down. We'll do that on the inside of the triangle. Okay. And then a lighter orange still. Kind of a yellow orange almost. And on this side. And then I'll take this tape here. I'm just using a bigger bottle because it's a bigger area, the yellow. It's the same color, just a bigger bottle. Okay. Now I'm back with my red. So this side is actually your front side. And I'm not being very careful or very precise because you want it to kind of look out of control, fiery color, you know. A little lighter color here. It's leaking. And there are times when you want to be more exact and more precise, but this isn't one of them. Go for some yellow. And you don't have to cover every inch, every spot. You can if you want, or you can leave white in between. That's entirely up to you. Some yellow in there. And I'm going to, in these colors here where I've got some white, I'm going to put the yellow just so it gives it more of that fiery look when you untwist it. Kind of like a background color. My poor table. In this instance, you kind of want your colors to bleed together because, like I said, I'm kind of going for the fireball look. So you want your reds to bleed over into your yellows and the oranges a little bit. And you can get that too also by just squeezing just slightly, just a little bit. It'll make it bleed over a little bit. Now let's go back to our front. Fill in a few spots with the yellow. Fill in a little bit more of your lighter orange. I wish I had a brighter red mixed, but I don't, so. Just throw a little bit more red in there. Good. All right. So at this point, before my mess gets to be too out of control, this is what I'm going to put it in the plastic bag, microwave it for 45 seconds to maybe a minute, and then we'll let it sit for it. Okay, it's been 8 hours. Let's check it out and see what we got. And like I said before, I like to rinse mine a little bit before I unwrap them. Especially with reds, because reds bleed so bad. So this has been rinsed out a little bit already. Cold water. Here we go. Well, you can see that looks really orange on the video, but it's got a lot more red in it than you can tell. Let's see if I hold it up here if you can see it better.